going over to the reviewer this morning. He is Chris Maduka. Good to have you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Charles.
All right.
And good morning, the world. This is another day on Signature Television Newspaper Review. We're grateful to God.
Interesting. So more revelations have been made regarding this book. Ohaneze, Chekwasokore are excited about the revelation so far. 1966 coup, IBB, has vindicated Igbo. I mean, in some quarters it was said that that particular coup was an Igbo coup. So IBB is stating clearly that it wasn't, apparently. And so, who flew that kite and what was it all about?
The kite, a lot of kites have been flown in Nigeria, and people flew the kites and flew them, whether they are still flying, to favor them. Let's wonder, some of those who are flying these kites stopped history in our schools. So they keep flying their own dangerous kites to favor them. And this is where their kite flying has brought Nigeria to. So what they have in Nigeria is the truth, according to individuals. Every Nigerian ex-big wig must write his own memoir and release it and cause distraction in already distracted Nigeria to bring followership. IBB is trending more than the present sitting government because of what a lot of people. His book has turned to the elephant and the 10 blind people. The Igbos will read IBB's memo and they see how he has has helped them to, say that 1966 coup was not a Igbo coup. And that's all they held on. And the MKO Abiola family and children are talking about the evil that was done to their father who won election. And some of the followers, the old and new Nadeko, and people who still stood on that are saying of injustice that IBB-led government did to them. Then the Vasta family, Vasta should be the best man of IBB, are talking about restitution. And so many of people, so you open the 10 blind people and the elephant. The ones who touch the leg say elephant looks like a big tree, Iroko tree is big. The ones who touch the ear say the thing looks like a flat surface like clothes. The ones who touch the horn said, this thing, so they were describing about the same elephant. He said Nigeria, that IBB governed sometime. And he wrote about his experience as the highest, the #1 citizen in 2025, 32 years after. And people are just talking and talking, distracted from the present problem we have. If you pay the Igbos 10 trillion, would have solved the problem of denial, marginalization that they suffered over time. And they're still suffering and stigmatization that they are suffering. And anywhere, any crisis starts in Nigeria, the Igbos they'll be at the blunt. If Igbo man come out to contest the election in Lagos, the Igbos will be killed. People who are innocent and they are pursuing their life. And you say we are one Nigeria. If there are issues that come up in the north, anybody that looks like Igbo will be killed. And reasons will justify it, and we're here talking about, So, this scam of ones that has been opened, some people say we justify his courage to even open it now. Let it even begin. If, like the Igbos will say, Osita atadebamma or the Babo, if we begin today to make things right, then we have started on good time. Let it be the memory of IBB that has pushed Nigeria to that. But if not, it would have been an assemblage of people, the like mind, who go there, come together for a reason to raise money they will use to fund the mega party they are planning to fund. And they are causing distraction in Nigeria. I mean, in 2025, in Nigeria, every of these people should understand that we are no more the same kind of Nigerians. If not for anything, so many things that happen in Nigeria has begun to make us to think. I called somebody, we are talking in a program, and the man said, we are talking about this. Have we asked them why Shagari was overthrown? I was stuck because I said, how did that one come in? Why did they overthrow Shagari? Somebody is not talking about it. They should link about it. If IBB said he has had a hand in all coups in Nigeria, then he must know something about why Shagari was overthrown. Why did he keep quiet on that? Ekweme was the vice president for, and you have a lot of crop of Igbo people who are positioned in the Shagari government. Suddenly, the profile of a religion in Nigeria was rising, and in the guise, Shagari was toppled. That was the argument of the man. And he brought another dimension. And in the writing of a memo of a strong Maradona who has played and scored in all Nigerian coups, he kept quiet. There are a lot of insincerity and some hidden agenda in Nigeria, and we follow these politicians. We have to be careful. That's all my advice. Before you say, I'm launching a memo of my service, 19 billion naira has been raised in a country where people have not been eating at all. It's not more about one meal a day. People can't eat. People are dying. So the like mind have gathered. The likes of the people came out. There's a viral video going around of a multi-billionaire in the Southeast who was saying, I give you 500 million because you made us what we are. And everybody were clapping. So Babangida made all the billionaires. How did he make them? Was Babangida doing Okite? Or was he as a DB or as a Y? These are conscious effort of some privileged Nigerians to hold people down. But we wish them well. Someday. Something that are pushed him to start saying some things that look like truth or one element of truth is only him that knows. What pushed him to come out and say, this is what we did. If some of them can do this, and we begin to hold their memo, bring all the ones that OBJ's own, he said, not in my command or something. I know of so many memos that are flowing around. And some are planning to write there. Somebody says someday, Yakubu, the INEC chairman, will write his own memo. So Nigeria becomes the country of memo writers. And we cause havoc that takes us 100 billion years back. After those things, we go and sit and write memo and gather to raise funds. Charles, is well. God bless Nigeria. What we are here watching, as far as there's life, one day, no matter, I've told you, Ajoku to him. One day, we'll bring it up and clean it up. For lies cannot rotten. They can only gather mucor. Whenever we want to treat it, you clean up the mucor. The lies will remain the way it is, constant. And we begin to treat it. All the lies they've told us in Nigeria will be imagined somehow like this, but we still have some a very organized attempt to hide some truth. Some truth are still hidden. All the truth about Nigeria is not yet out. Go back, put back history, let young Nigerians even know what wrongs this has done, and then they read history. Let them read history. Let them not be writing us synoptic gospels or memos. Nigerian gospel according to IBB. Nigerian gospel according to OBJ. Nigerian gospel according to Yaradua. Is this what we... And once it is personalized, it becomes person's opinion and views. So I don't even... What are people... What this one criticize is a distraction, because the man who wrote his memo, go and write yours. It's only in Nigeria that you rig election and say, meet me in court. Let others summon courage, write their own memo like Babangida, say some hard truth like he has tried to say. Let us stop wasting our energy talking. And I mean, the memos have been there. Let the present people see it as inspiration, act on it to cover up and make amend and assuage and bring whatever they're going to use to heal some wounds instead of opening wounds every day, opening wounds and we clap, open wound we clap. Who has talked about healing the wounds? Are you opening wound for who? All these wounds that IBB are open, he opened it for the present government, Tinubu, to heal. Has Tinubu reacted? Are we just laughing and smiling? When you see wounds open, who will heal it?
Right. We have over 600 billion worth of petrol in store, says Dangote. I'm sure that
600 billion worth of fuel stored somewhere, while we're still buying fuel at 995 in some quarters, 1,550 naira in some places, 1,200, but 600 billion worth of fuel. Somebody is storing it, paying him storage costs, and all these things, and we are here. Is it that Nwambeke does not know how to cut the hair? Or is it that the razor blade or the barbing tool that the Nwambeke is using is not sharp? That is it. The question Nigerians will ask, because it's come out for me to. So what do you mean? Let me ask Dangote. You have told Nigerians you have 600 billion worth of fuel, refined petroleum product in storage. This water fuel, the space you needed to store it, that means you need almost a whole seat, more than let's say 500,000 hectares of land or acres to store. So you mean you have this kind of storage system? Why storing? Is it that the marketers refuse to buy your fuel? Is it that you are sabotage from NNPCL because they've opened their own refinery? Why did Nigeria give you license to open refinery they cannot patronize to buy the fuel? Why we don't even have this fuel in abundance? And we are saying we want to regulate the market. Fill up Lagos market. Let even fuel become 200 naira in Lagos. Since it's cheaper. Is it that you send all your tankers, let them supply all the filling stations are cheaper? Nigerians want to buy fuel at the cheaper price. Why telling us you stop? It's the same question if people ask. If you see 60,000 liters of tanker explodes off, fell off on the main road, and you see fuel is spilling, you ask Nigerians not to go and scoop. When a liter of fuel is 1,200 naira, and some is stored somewhere. Let it be that nobody will go there and want to start finding a way of scooping fuel in the reservoirs. Maybe that's what the security to protect that place is what is costing you high. Let them on the oil and gas sector in Nigeria meet and tell us what the truth, because the lies and sleaze and dog eat dog rat race in oil and gas industry in Nigeria is killing. I'm tired of talking about it. If you want to have 1 trillion fuel, refined petroleum products stored, bear the cost, keep it, and bring it out to small, or let Nigerian marketers, not even Ip man or Ip woman, let them not come and patronize you. Let the status quo remain. The goat that is lying on the ground is lying on his skin. Even if you are comfortable in Abuja, living in government and taxpayers' money expenses, and everything is well for you, what about your relations in the village? The same fuel, the same market they buy. And whatever you see, you make out of Nigerians, you still spend it and it won't go anywhere. Why not make it easy for everybody? 5% of Nigerians are holding 240 million Nigerians to ransom because they are holding all our commonwealth in one way or the other, and they will sit together, justify it. That is it. That's the way I talk about it. So it's not 600 billion, it's more billion naira worth of fuel. In Nigerian government economy where fuel is expensive, why not fill the market with it, let the price drop? Even if it's 1 naira, we'll still appreciate it.
But he has been dropping it since, I think, over 2 months now. He has been dropping it. Some
How
places
much
are
did
now
you buy
selling,
today?
Some places are selling at 9.45, some are selling at 9.70, you know. It used to be 1,002 in Enugu. At least
Yeah,
that
I
I
know.
know.
Yeah.
So it has come down to some substation are selling at 925, some 945, some 970.
Don't be
So
surprised why I'm asking you. I stopped using my car for the last 6 months. So you have to brief us. Those of you can still buy. Okay. So we wait. When it gets to 500 naira, we think about maybe reviving. Otherwise, let them hold their fuel, drink it, and use it to make a breakfast for their children and their children's children, and all that care. That's all. Some of us have been cut off from the buying fuel market, and then the status quo ante remains. Those survival of the fittest. That's what Nigeria is all about. I hold it against nobody. Those who can survive, go buy fuel, drive your car. Those of us who can't, we trek. But my gross is that you can't even trek without being taxed. You pay for trekking on Nigerian road? Well.
no, I mean, well, that is actually exaggeration. I mean, you can't say people are being taxed for trekking.
Oh, you have not been taxed for trekking?
Is it under the sun or under the rain? Which one? How do they do it? Did they stop you and start asking you for tax? Anyways, let's go into this particular story. Adeleke is swearing in 30 Osun local government chairmen that have just been elected. I mean, the federal government, through the Attorney General, stated clearly that it is illegal for Adeleke to go ahead with this particular local government elections because...
I don't know the details. We know that they give the order.
Yes.
When election was holding in Rivers, which was wide west, wide southeast, IGF did not say. He virtually was supporting, and even when the police withdrew, the man had his election, swore in his, and then just like their usual slang, meet me in court. Whether they're still in court or not, I don't know.
So it borders on how governors have become overbearing. I mean, the issue was that the court restated these 30 men because the state government wanted them out by all means. And then they had these court issues, but the court restated them, given that the new law by the Supreme Court stated clearly that the governors don't have sweeping authority over local government.
Is it the caretaker, the earlier caretaker
Yes.
chairman, and then when the man want to do elections,
Yes.
they will stay?
Yes.
Why do we
them.
have a policy that knocks heads? If you say that whenever governor want to organize, the ones who are caretakers should go because they are not elected. Why should they go to court and want to stay when they are just caretaker? How can a caretaker be more powerful than the landlord? I don't understand. I need to be explained, but I don't see why there should be tension in Osun. Adeleke have organized a local government election in his state, and the people have won. He's swearing in. In fact, the Osun State Local Government, commission, has started giving them certificate of return. Now, it's not the first time in Nigeria. We have had it in Edo State where we have 2 deputy governors. Heaven did not fall. We had had in River State where you have 2 sets of local government people, or House of Assembly. You have the one for this side and for this side. Until we sort our issues out. When you say governor is overbearing, is the party at the center not overbearing? When they told us they want to turn Nigeria into a one-party system, they finished with Edo and they swore that they would take Osun. So Osun, it's only not a tree. Is it not a tree that will tell you I will kill you, that stands still? The Osun governor pulled back his powers, whatever his powers allow him to do. And you are saying overbearing because you are talking from Abuja. Can you live in somebody's house for him? Has the constitution said that from Abuja you rule Osun State? I don't know what you are talking about. Let's get the constitution right. Of course, Nigeria is a lawless country where people operate the constitution and laws to suit them. Nobody is talking about what is really universally accepted law of Nigeria and the way it should apply. Do you remove the APC influence because they want to take over all the states in Nigeria and make a one-party system? Have they proven it right to everybody? Have they not done it in some states we have elections hold? And they boldly told us that everybody and people, they are having moves of politicians jumping and joining them. It's not an offense when you get to be elected on Labour Party platform and along the line you join APC. Everything is quiet. But let somebody try it the other way. They will go and bring out the constitution that proves whether you are supposed to resign. Why are we telling ourselves lies and want to progress? Because we require this kind of mind of objectivity, even when it concerns you. And that's when you prove it, everybody will start saying it. They will say, even when it concerns him, he still maintains the right thing to do and not become subjective. But in Nigeria, when it concerns you, if you don't want to say, keep quiet. But when the thing is to another man, you open your mouth and shout and shout and shout. Nigeria, we cannot make progress with that attitude and that kind of body language. Because anybody, the way we make our mouth, we lie on it. We shouldn't look for who to blame. God bless Nigeria. God bless Signature Television.
Signature TV. News in your pocket.